Every YouTube game dev video starts the exact same way. I had zero coding experience, I followed a tutorial, and I made a masterpiece. My story is the exact opposite. I already knew how to code, I refused to watch tutorials, and outside of looking up for basic documentation, I completely banned AI from touching my game logic. And the better my programming got, the uglier my games became. Back in 2024, at 17 years old, I wanted to build a game. But instead of downloading Unity and opening a tutorial video, I opened a blank Python file, grabbed an Arduino, a plastic cup and some push buttons. I built Space Invaders entirely from scratch. No guides, no ChatGPT, completely driven by hardware I wired up myself. It worked perfectly, the graphics were clean, the code was simple, and I felt awesome. So I raised the stakes. Next came a Street Fighter style fighting game. Dealing with state machines and hitboxes without a guide is a brutal way to learn logic, but I cracked it. Then I built a real-time strategy game pretty similar to Plants vs Zombies, managing the states of each character and tracking enemy waves from raw code meant the systems under the hood were becoming incredibly complex. The logic was beautiful, but there was a problem. My graphics were devolving. I was completely obsessed with code optimization, always aiming for the performance and clean architecture. So while most developers spend hours polishing textures, I was spending days optimizing my nested loops. Next, I built a Flappy Bird clone. It actually had fairly beautiful assets I found online, and it taught me the fundamentals of game physics. And then came the platform, gravity, tile collisions and world design. I knew I couldn't just hardcode every platform, so I researched how real engines do it. I saw developers using a 2D matrix, a grid layout of numbers to represent a tile map. It wasn't complete my own original concept, but trying to implement tile-based collisions completely from scratch with zero reference code, it turned into a mental prison. For the first time ever, I hit a wall I couldn't break. The logic loop I was trapped in was complex enough to break me. So I broke my golden rule. I opened ChatGPT just to escape the brutal tile collision bug. It felt like cheating, but it taught me something massive. Knowing how to build the engine yourself makes you realize exactly when to use the tools available. If you want to see what happens when a programmer focuses 100% on mechanics and 0% on aesthetic, hit subscribe. Let's see how much crazier the next build gets.